Okay, we're all set over here.
Welcome to the SFL. I'm Cameron Irvine, lead play-by-play man and commissioner of the First Football eSport League, and this extensive guide will help you find everything you need to get the full SFL experience, or the experience you want. The first step to learning more about the league is on SFL Interactive, the multimedia hub of our website. Head to simulationfl.net and click on the Interactive tab in the menu. Once you're there, create your profile and receive your first 10 points. They'll show up in the upper right-hand corner. Points can be used to pay for anything from player progression to photo galleries and so much more coming soon. On SFL Interactive, you can watch exclusive league content like behind-the-scenes footage and videos, amazing plays, and classic games. You can also watch live games every Sunday night and participate in live lotteries, which can net you more free points. Back on Discord, introduce yourself in the Introductions channel to receive permissions. Tell us how you found us, who you are, and what you're interested in. From here, you can message team owners and general managers and inquire about joining the live stats, beat writing, multimedia, or broadcast teams and hunt for your future home on the field. There are two ways to get on a team, either as an undrafted free agent or through the rookie draft. If you join in the months of April, May, October, or November, you qualify for the rookie draft right away, since rosters are locked during these months while the league wraps up seasonal competition and teams are re-signing or signing veteran players. If you join in any other month, becoming an undrafted free agent is your most likely route. Either option can net you success. If you're going into the rookie draft, a little bit of everything can go a long way in a competitive field. Make an impression by purchasing or gaining your points for player progression in advance. Earn a high chat ranking and show your desire and professionalism in the community chat rooms and in private messages with teams. Join a league staff, team, or contribute to the league's general fund. Drafts are held at the beginning of every June and December. If you're going to get scooped up as an undrafted free agent, your chat ranking determines what type of opportunities you could have. To find out if there are any recent openings on teams, check the player openings section of Discord. If all rosters are full, don't be discouraged. Opportunities come up all the time, and it may just be the perfect fit to start your career. Every offseason, you're able to start completely from scratch if you want, or you can negotiate a new deal with your current team or a different squad. Games are broadcast Sundays through Tuesdays on our SFL networks on Twitch, YouTube, and Fuel. While you're subscribing to those feeds, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and give us some love on Instagram. If you need or want to talk to league staff, we're always listed in gold at the top right of the member list in Discord when we're online, and we'll always try to assist you or make time for you as best we can. That's the Simulation Football League, and that's just the start. Thanks for being here to make an impact. I can't wait to call your name.
And returning it back the other way is Jack Burton, and Carolina has a touchdown on a pick six.
Spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown.
So they're like, oh, well, we need real players. Like, oh, okay. So you need a quarterback? Sure.
He's up to the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
They will throw. King wants it all now, and it's caught! Oh! Touchdown, Chicago!
Unbelievable play! That's got to be number one this week, and we just got started.
People like immersing themselves in all the buildup that goes in, and with that, this is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on YouTube welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
After a disappointing second round exit in the SFL playoffs a season ago, the Sioux Falls Sparrows look to take a step forward as they open up their regular season of season 13 with a matchup against the Atlanta Swarm. Welcome in to the broadcast booth, everybody. Chris Curtis along with T-Roy Gaines about to bring you week 1 in the SFL, one of 126 regular season games to be featured. And T-Roy, we've got a good one to start things out today.
Yes, we do. And we got two teams who experienced different results last season. As you mentioned, Sioux Falls made it to the playoffs but lost in the second round, while Atlanta just missed the playoffs. Both teams are looking to improve upon last year's results and eventually, potentially, make it to the SFL mountaintop and meet up in the championship. But the journey starts today.
That is indeed correct. The 4th all-time meeting between these two rosters. The Sioux Falls Sparrows own the head-to-head, as you saw there, 3-0 at this point. About to get things going with game number 1. As we get these teams out on the field, we'll get things underway here very, very shortly. Your kickoff is next. About to get things underway. The Sparrows going to receive the kickoff, their first one of season number 13. We'll get to see the Sioux Falls offense on the field first, as we are about to get season 13 underway for both these rosters. Again, welcome in. If you're new, get comfy. Should be good. If you're an old Grizzly veteran of the SFL, well, also get comfy. We're underway at the 10-yard line. It's returned to the 20, caught there at the 21, and that is where things will start for Julian Tyree and the Sioux Falls offense. Let's meet him real quick. Julian Tyree, your quarterback. Colin Hart, your halfback. AJ Warren, Riley Porter, George Calderon, your wide receiver and tight end tandem for the Sioux Falls offense. We'll get to the Atlanta defense here in just a bit, but a step forward last season for the Sioux Falls Sparrows. They look to make another leap and bound to the forward direction here in this season 13. First play from scrimmage is a running back handoff to Colin Hart. He'll be stopped after a 2-yard gain.
And they start off with Colin Hart running to the right side, but Shine was able to make the tackle right away. Good job by the defense. We'll see what happens here in second 8.
Qantas Shine, of course, one of the linebackers. That is Dylan Rowland, also the other linebacker for the Atlanta defense. Joshua Williams, the defensive tackle. Blake Hamrack, Jack Napier, your cornerbacks, and then the safeties, Aaron Lee and Blake Chance. We're ready for 2nd and 8. Quick throw on 2nd down from Tyree. This will be off to the left. It'll be an incomplete pass, as that one not able to be kept in. 3rd and 8 on the horizon for the Sparrows.
And Curtis, I also want to talk about Julian Tyree here. The last couple of seasons, his interception mark was unfortunately higher than his passing touchdown mark, and he was sacked over 20 times both seasons. If the O-line can give him some protection and Tyree minimized some mistakes, this offense could be even scarier than they were last season.
A season in which they got to the 2nd round of the playoffs, only to lose to Denver. That's going to be an interception over the middle, however, on 3rd down, and the return's going to get it back to the 34, and that is a great stand by Atlanta's defense. Their first time out, it's Blake Chance.
Blake Chance able to read the quarterback, bait him to throw it in the middle, and made a nice pick to put an end on this drive. And he actually comes from Carolina after spending last season with Carolina. He just made an impact for Atlanta, halting Sioux Falls' drive there.
Absolutely. This is, I believe, his first season with the Atlanta Swarm. However, I will mention as well, this is also his 3rd team in his career, looking to make an impact everywhere he goes. No doubt about that one. He makes a good one here, and now we see Atlanta's offense on the field. Dunhill will hand off to BDG Hollywood, the Grizzly veteran, breaks through 2 tackles. There's a flag on the field, and the ball is out. That's going to get scooped up, I believe, by Sioux. No, it actually ended up out of bounds, but BDG Hollywood drops the ball. We'll see what the laundry is on the field. Defensive holding is, or no, I'm sorry, incidental face mask, is the call against Sioux Falls. So whether or not it's a fumble is negated by that, and this ball will end up a positive play for Atlanta either way as they move the ball deep into Sioux Falls territory.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's back-to-back mistakes. We had a turnover in the previous play, and now that face mask give Atlanta a great chance to put 6 on the board right now.
I formation for Dunhill. Just inside the red zone, hand off to Hollywood. He's going to get his second carry. This one, he's going to move forward for a count of 4 yards, and he will be stopped at the 12-yard line. Their first trip to the red zone tonight, and we'll see if the Atlanta Swarm can punch it in for their first score of the year.
And BDG Hollywood's been a mark of consistency for his career. In all 5 seasons, this is now his 6th. He ran for over 1,100 yards in every season. He looks to continue that trend here in season 13.
In the gun, Dunhill, he has 2 with him. 6 in the box defensively for Atlanta. Quick drop back, looks to throw, time, back of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. That's going to be 3rd and 6 coming up. Intended receiver, looks like that was the tight end Jamal Wooding, and good coverage on the back end.
Yeah, good job by Dunhill, though, throwing to where only Wooding had a chance to make that catch. Unfortunately, the pass wasn't completed. It was 3rd and 6. Don't want to turn the ball over here.
That was Jay Ringgold on the coverage for that particular play. 3rd down, and Dunhill's in the gun by himself. 7 in the box defensively. Looks to throw, another quick drop back. Time, back of the end zone, tipped again, and that's going to hit the ground harmlessly. 4th down, and it looks like Atlanta will have to attempt a field goal, and you can count that as a win for Sioux Falls, backed up against their own end zone.
Yeah, that was a huge win. Great job by Alex Parker, the 6-year vet here, making the pat downs for the pass that was intended to Javon Walker. Great job. We'll see if they can actually block this field goal attempt and leave Atlanta scoreless here.
That'd be something to see. On the left hash, it is from the 12-yard line, so it's looking at a 29-yard attempt. Rarely a chip shot, but you never know. Snap is good, hold good, kick up and on the way, and the first 3 points of the Atlanta regular season is on the board. That is a good way to go for them to get their first score, and now Sioux Falls is going to get a chance to redeem themselves, namely Julian Tyree.
Yep, as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Tyree needs to minimize those mistakes, and unfortunately he starts off the season with an INT. We'll see if he can lead his squad to a touchdown on this drive.
If you guys are just joining us, welcome in. Getting things started a little bit early with the first points on the board. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines with you with week 1 of the SFL regular season. This ball caught at the 10, returned back to the 31-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 30. And Levy is stopped there. So let's meet the, we talked a little bit about the defense for the, you know what, we'll meet them actually later. We'll meet them when they come out for their next drive. A little better late than never, I suppose, as we get things underway for Sioux Falls' second drive. Julian Tyree, as mentioned, this is his 8th season. And Sioux Falls faithful in South Dakota definitely want this team to make a step in the right direction, and it puts a little bit more pressure on him. This play is an interception as well. His 2nd throw in 2 throws ends up in Atlanta's hands again, and don't look now, but they have another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, another ill-advised throw. Aquana Shine was able to shine on, bait the quarterback to throw it in the middle. There was at least 4 swarm defenders there covering the intended receiver. Bad throw by Julian Tyree, and that's 2 interceptions in less than 2 minutes.
He's found a way, even with that before, so we'll see if he can do it again here, but that puts Atlanta back out on the field again, and we'll meet the Sioux Falls defense here in short order after this first down play is concluded. This will be a Dunhill snap, handoff to Hollywood. He's got a spin move at the line of scrimmage and not much farther than that. Make it a 1-yard gain. Sioux Falls defense on the field. Jose Fuentes and Alex Parker, your linebackers, along with Nick Fargo. That's your main linebacking trio. John Barnhart, the cornerback, Terrell Davis, along with those are your cornerbacks, and then your safeties, Jay Ringgold and A.J. Levy are your main stalwarts. A.J. Levy, a veteran of this league, also handles returns for the Sparrows. That's going to be to the outside for Hollywood on 2nd down. He's going to have a little bit of room to run. It's a 6-yard gain, and that is 3rd and 3. They have a chance to extend this drive.
As we see already, BDG Hollywood was a great receiver out of the backfield. Nice juke to help him get more yardage. If Sioux Falls can hold Atlanta to 3 again, that'll be another win for the defense. We'll see if Atlanta can convert here on this 3rd and short.
Hollywood is the lone back for Marcus Dunhill. Plenty in the box defensively. That's 6, count them, in that defensive hole. Looks to throw. Dunhill is going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That is not the way he wanted that drive to end. It's 4th and 5. They will have a chance at a long field goal, but a great defensive play by Sioux Falls in that particular stance.
Yes, it was a great defensive play by Sioux Falls. I also thought that Marcus Dunhill may have prematurely stepped up in the pocket. It looked like he had BDG Hollywood to his right. Didn't see him, and Atlanta has to sell for 3 again.
Well, 47 yards from the right hash. This kick is up. It is on the way, and it is through from 46 is what they'll say. That is another 3 points on the board for Atlanta, and they have only a 1-possession lead. At least you can give the Sioux Falls Sparrows credit. They're able to limit the damage off those 2 turnovers.
Yep, only 6 points on the board. Atlanta needs to convert those drives to 6 like touchdowns instead of field goals. But however, Julian Tyree has to shake off the rust and get back on track and not turn over the ball over on this drive. Let's see if that happens.
The positive yardage came from Colin Hart, their first drive. We'll see if they put him back in the barrel and get him going, possibly. Caught at the 10. Levy going to get up to the 20, to the 25, to the 29-yard line is where he'll end up at the right hash, and that's where Julian Tyree and company will start this 3rd drive. So, interesting turn of events as Sioux Falls got the ball, but are down 6 and already have now their 3rd drive coming up. We've only played 4 minutes in this first quarter. So, a very interesting turn of events.
Yeah, hopefully they'll give Colin Hart the ball. He went over 1,700 yards rushing last season. Let's see him feed the beast.
Well, this will be a throw. Left side, Tyree completes the pass off to the left. That's going to be a 7-yard completion. And that is off to the left for Riley Porter, his first catch.
All right, and the out route works to perfection for Sioux Falls. The pass intended Riley Porter, 6'3", 195-pounder, a skinny guy, but he can make catches as you see there. He has over 800 yards receiving coming into today's game for his career.
Something about being that kind of body style to you, Roy, is that you can really thread the needle. You can get in between coverages that you really couldn't if you were a bigger, bulkier receiver.
Yeah, you just got to worry about the pounding, getting hit by defenders.
No doubt. That's going to be a 2nd and 3 play out to Colin Hart. He's got some room to run. He breaks through a tackle, gets near midfield out to the 49-yard line. That is a first down, the first of the game for the Sparrows offense, but good work by Colin Hart on 2nd down.
Yeah, great job noticing that his blocker had his block. He was able to bounce it outside to gain more yards and shine with a great tackle, but Sioux Falls got 1st down. That's a positive mark on this drive in comparison to the last 2.
See what they can do on this new set. 1st and 10. You got 2 in the backfield. One of them is Colin Hart. The other is the fullback. Tyree to throw. Short slant route over the middle. That's going to be a catch. It's a 7-yard completion for Porter again, as Riley Porter has his 2nd catch.
There's nothing wrong with these short passes as long as it builds up confidence for Mr. Tyree there. Both passes completed to Porter this drive in this game. We'll see if they're going to continue to let Tyree get hot or maybe hand off to Colin.
Atlanta loading up the box here. They're expecting run on this 2nd and 3. See if they send any extra help on the run blitz. They will. It'll be a handoff to Hart regardless, and it's going to be a run through the middle for a 1st down. He's going to have it to the 35, and the Sparrows are in field goal range.
And look like it was supposed to be a run to the left side of the field based off of how that old lineman, number 75, was going, but Colin Hart decided to cut back inside and get the guaranteed yardage for a 1st down. Great job by him reading that play.
It's a great play by the offensive line of the Sparrows to free up that spot. Good work. Colin Hart on the sidelines for this 1st and 10 play as Tyree and company back out of the field. Tyree is in the gun by himself. 5 wide in this set. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, 1 in the slot. Looks to throw over the middle. That's caught at the 25-yard line down to the 20-yard line down to the 19. And that is a big catch for Sioux Falls. It's A.J. Warren's first grab.
Yeah, the 6'1", 210-pounder makes a great catch amongst traffic there. He knew he was about to get the hit, but he had great concentration. And great job by Tyree. The first deep pass that was completed. And the game for him, his confidence seemed to be improving as the game goes along.
Ball at the 19-yard line. 7 in the box defensively. 3 in the backfield offensively for Sioux Falls. Deep back is going to be Hart. Hart, left side spin move. He's going to get taken down behind the line. Get it back to the 20-yard line and make it 2nd and 11.
Yeah, poor number 90 Atlanta there just dove at nothing. But that did help Colin Hart go the opposite direction, run into Joshua Williams, make this a 1-yard loss on that previous play. 2nd and long here.
Big play on second down here. Don't want to keep it too long on third. Hand it off Hart. He's going to try to burn the edge. He's not going to get there. Huge tackle behind the line again. And another nice play. This one, I believe, was Blake Chance coming up to make the hit. And that is a third down and long coming for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Blake Chance basically outran the blockers there, was able to get to Colin Hart. That's the second time he called his name. He had an INT earlier in this quarter.
Big third down here, 3rd and 14. Still well within field goal range at the very least. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tyree to throw, plenty of time, puts it over the middle, end zone tipped and incomplete. That was dangerous. It nearly worked out. Not AJ Warren. That would have been a non-contract receiver that was on the end of that. Could not bring it home.
Yeah, James could not bring it home, but that was also a dangerous pass. Great job by Lee, making sure that Jones wasn't going to be able to complete that catch and make Sioux Falls set up for a field goal attempt.
Very close to a touchdown for Sioux Falls. They will have to settle for a field goal attempt likely. They're at the 23, so it should be a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Left-footed kicker. About to send it on its way, trying to have this lead at 6-3. Snap is high, hold is good regardless. Kick is up and on the way, and it is no good. Wide right for Sioux Falls. That's unfortunate, and it brings a 0 on the board for this drive from Sammy Prefontaine, and that makes it a 6-0 lead. It remains for the Atlanta Swarm.
Yeah, he unfortunately missed it wide right. That high snap may have contributing factor to that missed field goal attempt. And 3 drives in a row, no points on the board for Sioux Falls. Not the start they was looking for here in season 13.
Thought the snap was actually handled really well for as high as it was. It still, I think, may have caused a hesitation on part of Prefontaine, and that may have led to the miss. You're right. This is going to be Dunhill, left side, deep court, has some room to run. He's going to get out to the 39-yard line into Sioux Falls territory. And don't look now, but Boot Chisholm sighting in his 6th season.
Yeah, they just left them wide open. Boot Chisholm couldn't help but make that catch. Great catch by him, the 6th season vet. He came in today's game with 4,800 yards receiving. He just made an impact there as Atlanta's in good field position here.
Good work from Boo. Marcus Dunhill, we've talked about him a little bit, but basically Atlanta now looking at their 3rd season with him at the helm. They really want him to make a step in that direction. That one's going to be over the middle. That's a catch, 1st and 10 to the 31-yard line, and that is the tight end Jamal Wooding with his first grab.
Yep, and it doesn't hurt that you have a 6'6", 255-pounder at tight end and be able to make catches like that. But as I said for Julian Tyree, the same can be said for Dunhill. If the O-line gives him time to throw the ball and Dunhill minimizes the mistakes, Atlanta's offense should be scary.
BDG Hollywood, the deep back, he may get the, nope, it's over the middle. That's going to be a great catch. What a route. What a play design, as that one's going to be a great play. I believe Siege Falco on the receiving end of that, his first grab, and Atlanta's in business here in the first quarter.
And Siege and Destroy has made a connection in season 13. Great pass by Dunhill. Siege Falco, the receiver who's gone over 1,300 yards in both of his 2 seasons of his 3-season career. Awesome drive so far for Atlanta. Can they get 6 here on the board?
It's a good start, no doubt about that one. Looking to be a handoff. This will be through the middle for BDG Hollywood. Not much on that, but he get a couple of yards. 2nd and 7.
And the difference here in this the pass actually for both offenses is that the O-line is doing a good job protecting the quarterback for Atlanta, Marcus Dunhill, and giving BDG Hollywood room to roam in comparison to Sioux Falls' offensive line that's been struggling in this quarter.
This will be a play that is 2nd and 7. Chance for Dunhill over the middle. That is incomplete. That was close. And they were looking for Wooding on the back end of that. Couldn't get it done. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, the usually reliable Jamal Wooding wasn't able to make that catch. That could come back to haunt him. We'll see if that's the case. Can Sioux Falls hold Atlanta to 3 once again?
Dunhill 4 for 7 at this point. Trying to make it 5 for 8 and possibly a touchdown throw. He's in the gun by himself with 5 wide. Sees something in the defense. He's going to call something. Three-step drop, throws, back left to the end zone, tipped and incomplete. And that is great work by Barnhart on the back end in coverage, stopping that ball from getting to its intended target. And don't look now, but the Swarm have a chance to take a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, but they were definitely hoping to get 6 after that great start. But John Barnhart, the second-year vet, decided to put the end of this drive with that nice pat down there. Good job by the Sioux Falls defense. They're bending but not breaking, in spite of the fact that their offense has been struggling.
Yeah, this is a definitely first quarter struggle for this Sioux Falls team. Minute 54 left in the first frame, and we'll see another field goal attempt. This one from the middle of the hash marks. It is going to be a 28-yard attempt from this spot. Snap is good. Pulled, good kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through. No problem from 28 yards, and it's a 9-0 lead for the Atlanta Swarm as Alex Kidd makes his 3rd strike of the day.
And he has made the hat trick, 3 for 3 on field goals. But Atlanta needs to convert these opportunities for 7 points instead of 3. You don't want to leave a team like Sioux Falls in the game. You want to put them away. They could have been a 21-0 lead if they was able to get touchdowns instead of field goals.
Yeah, or it could have been 21-3, depending if Sioux Falls makes their field goal attempt. This will get back out to A.G. Levy at the 10-yard line. He'll catch it on the left hash. Get back to the 31 to the 33-yard line. That is where he is stopped. So back out on the field is Sioux Falls. They've got some work to do. But that last drive, a very good one from the Atlanta Swarm. It ends up in nothing, unfortunately, other than the 3 points. They could not quite get themselves to the plane. 4th drive on the day for Julian Tyree and company. They will try to get something done and maybe get themselves back in this game and get the crowd into it as well. Tyree on first down, going to get it out to Hart. Hart spin move, going to get past 1, going to try to get past 2 with a spin. He does, and then he's knocked out of bounds. This spin cycle in full force for Colin Hart.
And why not throw it to your running back who caught passes for over 600 yards last season? That's very high for a running back. But great play. Pass was a little bit behind him, so he had to spin there just to make the catch. And then he put 2 defenders on the spin cycle on his way to the first down. Great play by Hart. Great effort by Colin Hart. It was all him on that one.
Good work from Hart. Indeed, the individual effort paying dividends on that particular play. That'll move them out to the 48-yard line. They're just shy of midfield. Talk about Sioux Falls bending, not breaking. Atlanta did a good job of that on the last Sioux Falls possession. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. You have Hart as the deep back. That's 7 in the box defensively for Atlanta. Tyree, play action, looking to throw. Got pressure coming in on him, and he's going to get taken down. Speared at the 39-yard line. That's a loss of 9, and it's 2nd and a mile. Thank you, Joshua Williams, for that meaty tackle.
Yeah, Joshua Williams was hype. The old lineman was a swinging gate on that play, allowing Williams to go uncontested and take Tyree down to the turf.
Big play, and it thwarts any Sioux Falls offensive momentum. Puts them in a real long shot to extend this drive. Not a good-looking day so far for Tyree. Like to rush this first quarter out of the history books if he can. He can do that with a good start to a drive here. That's a nice throw, though. Over the middle, it negates a lot of that loss, and that's going to make it a 3rd and 6 after he found his target there, the non-contract receiver.
Yeah, good job by Tyree bouncing back after that huge sack to find number 17 in the middle. And I guess the process from the last 2 drives is that Tyree is connecting with his receivers. We'll see if they can convert this 3rd and 6 and extend this drive.
And take a look at Blake Chance there. He's playing center field. He's already made a pretty good impact in this first quarter. Would love to be the stalwart to this Sioux Falls attempt on this 3rd down. Tyree back to throw. Throws right side. That is going to be caught, tiptoed, but not enough. It'll be a catch. Unfortunately, not a first down. And that's going to make it for a decision time for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, Ray Lynn with his 2nd catch in a row, but unfortunately the momentum carried him outside. I would like to see Sioux Falls go for it, see if they convert this 3rd and 1, feed Colin Hart.
And Tyree's still out on the field to see if indeed they do try something here. 3 in the backfield. A lot in the box there. They're looking like a run. Then again, they're holding on to it. Play clock coming down, and eventually Sioux Falls will call a timeout. So it looks like they will punt it away and give the ball back to Atlanta, but they'll give it back on their terms. So that is going to be 4th and 1. Punt attempt coming to try to pin down the Swarm.
Yeah, but again, he takes pauses out of this drive. As you see the coach not happy with Tyree, is that at least Tyree didn't turn the ball over the past 2 drives.
Yep.
They just got to continue moving forward, minimize mistakes, get points on the board in the second quarter.
Sioux Falls going to try to pin them down, get it inside of the 5 or 10. Then you call that a victory. It'll transition field position. No doubt about that.
Uh-oh.
Good snap. Oh, that was close. Very close. The Swarm got in on that ball real quick. That might be a chance to down it as well, but not quite. First quarter is done as we are 9-0 to game 3 of the regular season. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. The SFL on YouTube is presented by APM Music, production music library and custom music house. By Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. By MediaTek Institute, turn your passion into your profession. And the aerial shots that you see brought to you by Air Views as we take a look at South Dakota from the air. We've got the second quarter right in line as we get ready to go 9-0 in favor of Atlanta to start things out, and Atlanta has the football at their own 20.
All right, we'll see if Atlanta can convert this drive into 7 points instead of 3. Defense has been ruining the day in the first quarter here.
And this will be a chance for Dunhill. Quick pass out to the left. That's BDG Hollywood on the grab. Not much to it. 2-yard gain and a nice hit to thwart his attempt. It'll be at the 22.
Yeah, way to go by the defense of Sioux Falls, making sure that BDG Hollywood's jukes don't work in his favor, minimizing the gain. It's now 2nd and 8.
3 in the backfield, plenty in the box defensively. I think they're expecting a BDG run. See if they send an extra run blitz help. They will not. Throw to the right side. That is Hollywood. Has some room to run. On the ground. Second time he's dropped the football today, and Atlanta gets on top of it. Thank goodness for Swarm faithful. But that is a 3rd and 7 coming up. What a hit late on BDG.
Yeah, BDG has to do a better job protecting that ball. That's already 2 fumbles early in this season. But it wasn't lost. It's 3rd and 7. Atlanta has a chance to convert this.
Somebody's looking out for BDG's turnover count. No doubt about that. This will be Dunhill on 3rd down, empty backfield. Throws deep, middle. Deep in. He may get to the 37-yard line. The 38 is where they'll mark him. What a bomb for Siege Falco.
And Dunhill did a great job making sure that only Falco was able to make that catch. Look at this throw right here. Thread the needle. 2 Sioux Falls defenders were covering Siege Falco, but it didn't matter. Siege and Destroy was able to connect once again.
That was a real deep ball. The safeties really, not sure which safety that was, but they tried to get their hand on it, fingertips, but could not do it. And now the Swarm are in business here with a 9-0 lead, and they're knocking on the door in the Sioux Falls territory. Dunhill over the middle again. Caught to the 12-yard line. It's in the slot, and again, it's Siege Falco. He's making his presence felt. It's 1st and 10.
Rinse, dry, repeat. Same play, same spot in the field. Shorter game this time, but again, a great play by Siege and Destroy. Connecting for the 3rd time. And it looks like Atlanta has a chance to put 7 on the board. Can they do it?
Now, this is where the bend but don't break mentality of the Sioux Falls Sparrows is tested. They've done well so far, but 2 big plays have the Swarm set up. This will be a big hit, and BDG is hunted down by a pack of Sparrows. That's a big hit and a 3-yard loss.
Sanders was able to break free and make that tackle on BDG Hollywood. The blocking was not great on that play. We'll see if the run blocking improves. Will Atlanta go back to the pass?
Defensive line shifting to the left. Deep back is BDG. Looking to throw. Long drop back. Plenty of time. Has a target. End zone. Back of the end zone. That is... Did they catch? Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's caught. That's a touchdown. And that's Jamal Wooding, his first touchdown grab of the year.
And Wooding makes up for that previous drive where he looked like he could have gotten them into a touchdown range. Look at here. Toe drag swag. Make sure. Oh, I'm a little bit worried though. His knee looked like it was out of bounds. If I was Sioux Falls, I may have challenged that. If they don't, great job by Wooding making that touchdown.
I'd say it's a touchdown. The knee may have been out, but the actual 1 foot rule comes into play here. I believe that is a catch, and it is points for Atlanta. The extra point about to get underway from the middle hash. Try to put them up by 2 scores for good, and that is up and through. What a catch by Jamal Wooding. What a dot by Marcus Dunhill, as they're calling it in chat. That's 3 big plays on this drive, and they turned that drive into a successful one very short amount of time they were on the field.
And Atlanta's offense is on fire now. They finally convert their drive to 7 points. Marcus Dunhill's been on point this whole game, this whole half so far. They definitely look impressive right now.
13-yard touchdown pass caps off a 6-play, 86-yard drive for the Swarm, as that ball is going to get out to the 30-yard line on the return from A.J. Levy. Now moving right to left, they change ends. We'll see if it changes the story for the Sioux Falls offense, who have been more or less pretty stagnant to this point in the game.
Yeah, and we mentioned this earlier in the game. The keys to the game for both offenses were the O-line giving their quarterbacks time to throw the ball and their quarterbacks not making mistakes and causing turnovers. Atlanta's been successful. Sioux Falls has not.
Update from our other game, Chicago and Las Vegas tied in the second quarter. 3-3 on that side of the equation, as that ball is a 2-yard gain. Not much to that one. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that is Blake Hamrick, who spent the past 4 seasons in Chicago making the play for Atlanta. This is the first time we get to call him in his new uniform, his new home with the Swarm.
Single back formation, that's Colin Hart, the deep back. Tyree to throw. Looks Hart's way to the outside. He's going to have some room to run. Going to try to stiff arm his way through one. That's not going to go. It'll be a 2-yard completion, and it's 3rd and 6 coming up.
And we have the rookie making his impact in the league. That's Jack Napier, number 28, the 6'3", 195-pounder, stopping the 237-pounder Colin Hart there on that play. Good job by him. It's now 3rd and long.
And if you want a success story in the SFL, look no further than Jack Napier. He is an undrafted rookie in this league. That's a throw short and a catch. First down for the Sparrows, as that was, I believe, A.J. Warren on the grab. It was, and that's a good way to go to extend the drive. But back to Napier, it's not a big deal. It's nice to get drafted, don't get me wrong. But if you don't, it's not the end of the road for you, as Jack Napier is proving here.
Yeah, he did. He is a big success, and he's able to make plays. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of undrafted players in the league that has been making impacts for their respective team.
That's over the middle, and it's caught. That's near the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. That's a nice catch for Sioux Falls. It's Riley Porter, his 4th catch so far.
Yeah, he made a great catch in spite of the fact that there's a swarm of defenders ready to welcome him as soon as he touches the ball. Great job by him as this drive continues.
Split backs formation for the Sparrows. Trying to get something going here. That's a long throw, left side, diving attempt and a catch. What a grab. And that is a first down as they're just outside the red zone. It's A.J. Warren again.
What a play. First Tyree making sure that Warren was the only person able to make that catch, and then Warren did make that catch by basically flying. We have seen a grown man fly, and that's number 15, Mr. A.J. Warren.
That is a great play by A.J. Warren. 3 in the backfield for Julian Tyree, as they have one of their best chances to score all night. Handoff, left side. Hart has some room to run. Gonna try to break through this. He's gonna be not quite there. 2nd and inches coming very shortly.
And Colin Hart must have been a bullfighter and had a red cape, because he basically just said, "Olay," right here. Oh, that could have been a block in the back. Let me take that back. The old lineman from Sioux Falls pushed the defender in the back. That should have been a penalty, but ref 62 missed it.
Single back. Colin Hart is the only back. That is a free play. That's going to be over the middle, caught, and towards the 2-yard line. We'll see what the flag is at the moment, but it's going to be 1st and goal if it is indeed a catch.
Yeah, that should be offsides on the defense. Good job by Calderon making that catch.
And that is indeed, it's a neutral zone infraction. The Swarm will decline it. Or I'm sorry, the Sparrows will decline it. That's going to put them at the, well, see where it ends up. Actually, I might have been mistaken on that.
I think they on the one oomph
Are they on
line.
the one? Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, those like the graphic on screen is a little bit messed up from the truck. Not a big deal. This will be a 3 back in the backfield. Handoff. Hart right side. Can he get there? He can. Breaks the plane, and the Sparrows have their first touchdown of season number 13.
Great drive overall by Sioux Falls. Colin Hart was able to finish it off, but great job by Julian Tyree getting hot on that possession. Then again, we see the replay. Great blocking by the O-line, the fullback, and then Colin Hart was able to just truck the defender into the end zone. Now they on the board. We have the game.
We do indeed. At 16-6, maybe 7, depending on where this extra point goes. Sioux Falls kicker already missed an extra point, or already missed a field goal today. From the middle hash, obviously. Paying a little more attention to these extra points now that he's missed one. Kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. While we wait for the kickoff, let's send it back to SFL Studios in Cameron Irvine for a game break.
Thank you, Curtis. The Wildcats on the road lead 10-3 off a Corey Carter touchdown. They're already in the 3rd. Wildcats playing defense here in week 1. Back to you guys in Sioux Falls.
South Dakota getting loud as their team gets the first touchdown. Thank you, Cam. That'll be a return back to the 29-yard line. As with 5 minutes left here in the second quarter, things moving pretty quick over there. But it sounds like a pretty eventful game to say the least. Things getting a little bit contested down here as Sioux Falls tries to make a close run.
Yeah, and right now I was wondering who would be the better species in today's game. Will it be the insects, the wasps of the swarm, or the sparrows? Right now, the wasp has been putting the sting on these birds here.
This will be a run for Hollywood.
Ooh.
Hollywood gets hit behind the line. That's a 2-yard loss, and he has not had the type of game he's accustomed to having. Just 3 yards from scrimmage. Fargo on the stop.
Fargo just said, hold up, T-Roy, hold my beer. They're sticking us? No, we are the superior species. He just made a nice tackle there, making us a 2nd and long, but we'll see if they can calm Dunhill down. It's been on fire since the opening possession for them.
6 in the box defensively. This will be a handoff. Hollywood left side. That's going to go for a nice run for Hollywood. He's got some room to run. He's going to be able to get all the way down to the 46, very close to midfield. What a run from him, and a nice recovery from that first attempt.
And you see why he ran over 1,000 yards in every season of his career so far. Following his blockers, able to cut back inside to get more yardage. I guess Ref 43 want to get party action there because he probably helped on that tackle. But great job by the O-line of Atlanta giving BDG Hollywood room to roam on that one.
Stripes getting hunted by that pack of wasps, no doubt. This will be the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dunhill. Step back, looks to throw towards the sideline. I believe he stepped out. He did. 2nd and 10. Siege Falco, the intended target.
Yeah, he lost concentration there. He was already stepping out of bounds as the pass was coming to him.
46-yard line of Atlanta is where it's at. 2nd and 10. Dunhill has played very well today. 146 yards, 1 touchdown through the air to this point. That was a throw to Jamal Wooding that he was able to keep in the back of the end zone earlier. One in the backfield, it's BDG. Looks to throw. Plenty of time, right side looking to play the out pattern, and that is caught by Wooding. Talking about him. Looks like he heard me. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, Wooding only had 38 receptions last year, but it was over 800 yards receiving, so he's a very reliable target. He helped make this down and distance a more manageable one.
Shotgun formation, 2 in the backfield with him. One of them is BDG. High snap, brings it down, plenty of time over the middle. Tipped and intercepted. Back the other way comes the Sparrows as they'll get it back near midfield. And that is a great coverage play by the Sparrows over the middle play in center field. And don't look now, that is Terrell. No, I'm sorry, it's Jay Ringgold with the interception.
6'2", 215-pounder. Successfully hit the tip jar. Looked like the ball hit the ref, number 43. Dunhill wasn't happy with the ref. He got doinked in the head, but Ringo was able to come down with that pick.
Got another update from Vegas and Chicago coming up after this play here, but the big change in possession gets the Sparrows into good shape as they have good field position with 3:30 to go. Running back is in there. That is Colin Hardy. Had a couple of good runs earlier. See if maybe he gets the ball on first down. He will, and he breaks through 1, then 2, and he's going to have a play that goes 8 yards. It's 2nd and 2, and we'll send it back to SFL HQ.
Another update from Las Vegas. Ash Odom has his first touchdown in the Chicago Wildcat uniform. Chicago, who missed the playoffs. Vegas made the playoffs last season. Up on the Fury on the road, 17-3 in the third. Back to Chris Curtis, Steroy Gaines in Sioux Falls.
2nd and 2 for Sioux Falls. Thank you, Cam. Ash Odom as a supporter of Queen City. That hit a little bit differently than it will for most of you. That is a big run from Colin Hart. 1st and 10 down to the 34, and the Sparrows are flocking and they are moving in good formation.
In back-to-back good runs by Colin Hart. Great job by the O-line, doing a better job in the second quarter than they were in the first quarter, giving their running backs room to roam and giving Tyree a chance to throw the ball.
Nick Fargo in chat doing the comparison of Colin Hart to the bus Jerome Bettis. Interesting comparison. I like it. This is going to be a throw from Tyree to the right. That's caught. And he's got a tackle to break. He's got 2 to break. Couldn't break the second one. That's a nice piece of work. I believe that's A.J. Warren again. Nope, I'm sorry. It is the non-contract player, Lynn, who brings that one in.
And that's Lynn's 3rd catch of today's game. 6'6", 215-pounder. Why not throw it to a non-contract who's that tall and apparently very reliable?
Seems like it. And he's had 3 catches today. He's vying for a contract is what he's doing. That's good work. Tyree, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. They're inside the red zone. And we come across the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds to halftime in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's the Atlanta Storm 16, the Sparrows 7. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
And we have players in this league that proves that you don't have to have a contract to make an impact. Look at Alaska's Stanley Nordellis, for example. He's a 3-time champ.
Yeah, absolutely. That man has rings for days. This will be a run through the middle for Colin Hart. Hart is going to get down towards the 7-yard line, an 8-yard gain, and he's been roughing him up in the middle. 59 yards and a 5.5 average per.
And he made a bust-like play there, able to cut back inside. Took a little leap, didn't pay for it. But yeah, the comparisons to the bus, I can see that, especially with the colors here, black and yellow.
This will be a 3 in the backfield for Julian Tyree. Plenty in the defensive formation. This will be a run to the right-hand side, and Colin Hart has a play down to the 3. I believe he did cross the plane for the first down. He does, and that is 1st and goal for the Sparrows.
Yeah, it looked like he had a chance to take it to the house, but he ran into his blocker there, which gave Atlanta a chance to run over and tackle him, but that may be a foregone conclusion here. I think he's going to get the ball again.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Give him another shot. He will. Right side spin move, trying to get to the end zone. He will gain a yard and no further. They'll try a no huddle. 53 seconds left, so all 3 timeouts for both parties. Or no, 3 for Atlanta, 2 for Sioux Falls. Right side.
There we go.
There he is. He's in. Touchdown, Sioux Falls again. And they will get themselves deep back into this game. And all of a sudden, it is a 2-point contest.
Well, the first quarter was dominated by the defenses of both teams. The second quarter, we can say the offenses have heated up and catch fire. Colin Hart once again crosses the goal line and give his team a 3-point deficit, potentially 2 if they make this field goal.
That will work. That will work. It's exactly where that needs to go. His second touchdown run of this game. That is good stuff by Hart to this point. See what they can do to get it down into the 2-point range. But that is, the snap is low.
Ooh.
Kick is up and on the way anyway, and it is up and through. So no problems there. And it is a 16-14 contest if things have tightened up in South Dakota.
Yeah, I know Atlanta has the lead, but that lead could have been more impressive. It could have been a 28-17 lead. Both teams converted their points. Remember, Atlanta's first 3 possessions were field goals instead of touchdowns.
46 on the clock towards halftime. Remember, Sioux Falls got the ball at the start of this game, so it'll be Atlanta's turn. So Atlanta can make good use of this possession potentially because they'll get it right back. This will be a run back looking towards the 30-yard line. Nothing much doing past that. So that is an Atlanta possession coming up. Marcus Dunhill trying to make something happen after he threw that interception last time out.
Yep, he's been fired for the most part. Decided to go after Ref 43's head on the previous play, and that cost him. Let's see if he can lead his team down the field and potentially get 3 points, maybe a touchdown.
Dunhill, first down, throw left side, has some room to run. That is a spin move attempt, and he'll get down inside of the 45 to the 44. I'm sorry, to the 44-yard line. Anyway, it's Jamal Wooding again.
Yeah, Wooding's done a great job catching the ball out of the backfield. There's the catch. But like I said earlier, he had over 800 yards receiving in just 38 catches last season. And he's making an impact this season. Looks like he's going to get more passes thrown his way, even though he's tight end.
They don't mind having a big target down there in the ATL. No doubt about that. He's already proven his worth with the touchdown earlier. Marcus Dunhill back out on the field in this 1st and 10. They have a little bit of time to work with and a couple timeouts. Quick drop back, thrown deep, left side, that's caught. He's got it at the 40-yard line to the 37 to the 36. And that is a great catch out there. I believe that's Wooding again on the outside.
Why not call a timeout, though?
Yeah, they went no huddle instead. They'll give Dunhill a chance here over the middle. That one's caught. There's a first down, and they'll call a timeout there. So now they're in field goal range. That's a good start.
Yeah, a little bit concerned about the clock management there. They are in field goal range, so maybe they're settling for that. But I think if they just called the timeout earlier, they'll have more chances to potentially get 6 on the board. But we'll see what happens here.
Well, Dunhill's already proven he can launch it over the middle. He's done it before. 17 seconds left. 1 timeout still. We may see a shot at the end zone before all is said and done in this half. They'll try it. Deep, pump fake, thrown over the middle, tipped. Oh, that was a great coverage play. Through the middle, and that is Terrell Davis, who got his hand in there to knock it away. It's 2nd and 10.
And I wonder if he's related to that guy that wore number 30 in the blue and orange in Colorado.
I get where you're going with that.
Great job by him. Great job by Davis making the pat down, putting the halt to this drive as we see Atlanta decide they're going to go ahead and get the 3 points now.
Yeah, 14 seconds on the clock. They're going to attempt what it amounts to be a 43-yard field goal. It's on the left hash. Kick is up and on the way after a good hold, and it is through. No problem. Plenty of leg on it. And Atlanta adds 3 more points, make it a 5-point deficit for Sioux Falls.
And man, Alex Kidd, he's the non-contract, but he's trying to earn one today. 4 for 4 on field goal attempts. Good job by him helping Atlanta extend their lead going into the half.
So that is going to be a field goal for Atlanta. They knock it through, and it's a 19-14 deficit for Sioux Falls. They have the ball, are working to bring it up to the 29-yard line is A.G. Levy. He'll get it to the 30 and no farther. Still 5 seconds on the clock. I fully expect, well, one of the 2 things, either a Hail Mary attempt from Julian Tyree or it'll be a run through the middle with Colin Hart to end this half. We'll see which one it is. See which way they kind of want to play it.
It's not impossible for a quarterback to throw for a 70-yard bomb, but maybe unlikely here. We'll see what happens because it looks like it may be a pass.
And we'll see. You have Hart offset there in the backfield. It will be a throw. Looks to throw short instead. So it was none of the 2 options that I gave. Instead, it'll be a 5-yard completion for A.J. Warren in garbage time in the first half, but that's fine. 1 second actually still left on the clock, so it remains to be seen what they're going to try now with 1 second left.
I want them to go ahead and try it. Do the Hail Mary. I want to see a Hail Mary before this half is over.
Tyree back out on the field. And they will go ahead. This looks like it might be a run. Tyree under center. He has Hart in the backfield. It will be a throw instead. Give it to Hart, though. Right side, going to try to get through one, and he will get out of bounds, and that will end the first half. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, their home opener, not going completely to plan. They're down 19-14 to the Atlanta Swarm as we get back to SFL HQ for the halftime break. We'll see you after this.
Thank you, Chris Curtis. T-Roy Gaines, 19-14, Atlanta leads Sioux Falls at the half. Update from Las Vegas, just getting an interception, the rookie Jonathan Taylor sconcing, and then on the return, he was called for clipping. So we're watching that closely. Vegas is in the red zone trying to come back, but Chicago is up 20-3 on the Las Vegas Fury right now. In your game, both teams had 218 total yards of offense. It's a 5-point deficit. We'll send it back to Chris Curtis and T-Roy Gaines to start the second half in a moment. This is the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Back to Liberty Park in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We are ready to go for the third quarter of play. The Atlanta Swarm and the Sioux Falls Sparrows in week 1 of the SFL regular season. Not the landmark season number 13 for this great league. Chris Curtis, T-Roy Gaines back with you as the Atlanta Swarm ready to receive the kickoff to start the second half of play. T-Roy, good first half from both teams. The Atlanta Swarm got a good start. Sioux Falls showed up a little bit later.
Yeah, there was a good start for both teams, but I'm a little bit worried about Atlanta. Their field goals may come back to haunt them. This lead should have been bigger than what we're seeing right now. Should be more than a 5-point lead. We'll see if Sioux Falls defense can bend and not break like they did in the first quarter.
Well, Swarm back out on the field. And take a look there at Jamal Wooding, arguably the player of the first half for the Atlanta Swarm roster. Had that real nice touchdown, a couple of other nice catches with a spin move at the top of your screen earlier in a late half play. This will be Marcus Dunhill's first play from scrimmage of the second half. That's a throw to the right. Crossing pattern is a good one for Boo Chisholm. And that, I believe they're going to call that inbounds. We'll see. But at the moment, we're going to call it a second down play.
Unfortunately, the ref were unkind.
Yep.
Yeah, Boo Chisholm couldn't have the toe drag slag like he's usually known for having on that one.
I formation for Atlanta. Plenty in the box defensively. Hand off. That is BDG. Probably 2 fumbles for him and a couple of big hits just like that against him. 25 yards to this point, and that is a 3rd and 9 coming. What a hit.
And I believe that was Parker that made the hit. If not Parker, then it was a Ringo, but nice job by the D-line of Sioux Falls to see if they can stop Atlanta here, prevent them from going down the field.
Alex Parker, another veteran of this league. If I have his name correct, he scored one of the weirdest touchdowns in SFL history a few seasons ago. That's going to be a throw over the middle to Wooding, and the big man gets up and goes to get it. 1st and 10 to the 48-yard line at the tail end of Swarm territory.
Man, he's already tall at 6'6", but he got taller there by climbing that ladder, making that catch, take the butt whooping that was coming his way by AJ Levy, and still help get Atlanta into almost in the midfield there. Great job by Wooding. You see why he's a reliable target.
He's been so far very, very reliable to this point. That is BDG Hollywood in the backfield in this 1st and 10. Dunhill to throw. Throws Hollywood's way. That is going to be an attempted broken tackle, but he will get taken down after a 3-yard gain to the 49-yard line in Sioux Falls territory.
All right, I may not make the family that is cheering on number 77 happy, but Kevin Omenline whiffed on that block on AJ Levy. He should have made that block, and that catch should have been at least 5 yards or more there.
You talk about Wooding, he's got 5 receptions to this point off of 8 targets. This will be Hollywood's ball, one-handed grab and a spin. He's going to spin again, and I believe he pushed forward just enough, and he did for a 1st down at the 41, and Atlanta starting to move the ball here.
And BDG is known for his great spin moves there. Now there's a big risk and reward with that because sometimes it causes fumbles. But this time it did not, and it helped them get that 1st down after that catch.
What a grab, too. I love those one-handed catches. The only problem from the running back's perspective is he turns around. He has no idea what's on the other side of that helmet. As he's trying to turn around, he could have been facing another big hit there. Instead, it's a 1st down. Atlanta moving the ball. They have it at the 41. And with just out the 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, they have a chance to extend their lead. They're in the gun. 7 in the box defensively. Looking to throw. Plenty of time. Right side, out route.
Oh!
Tipped, and it is incomplete. Good coverage play. Boo Chisholm. Not sure where that went, but it is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he's not happy with himself. But going back to your previous comment, Curtis, when we make those catches like that, those spinning catches, we thinking 2 things like, oh, I made a nice catch. And the other word is, oh, no. But no, it's not. But no, it's not the word. We got to be a little bit, polite here.
we got to tone it down a hair. That's exactly right. Offset I formation for Atlanta. Handoff. Hollywood has some room to run. He ends up hitting his blocker instead. That is going to be 3rd and 5. I thought he was able to split the seam there. I was wrong. And so was BDG. It's going to be 3rd and a nickel here to try to extend this drive.
This may have been one of those runs that BDG Hollywood should have been a little bit more patient. He sped up, which resulted in him running into his own blocker. He still got 2 yards. This is 3rd and manageable. We'll see what Atlanta does here.
Single back formation is Hollywood. That is going to be an offset running back. It's going to be a play action for Dunhill. Throws short, a little bit of a screenplay of sorts, but it does not amount to a 1st down. Interesting play call for Atlanta. At least they're at the tail end of field goal range, but it'll be a long one from here.
Yeah, if they decided to kick the field goal, it'll be 50-yard attempt. Strange play call there, but they're going to resort on their punter to see if he can, Otis Jenkins can pin them deep here.
Interesting call because it would have only been a 50-yarder, which we've seen made in this league plenty of times. That's a kick that's going to try to pin down the Sparrows, but not a great punt. This will get down to the 13-yard line and no farther as A.G. Levy will grab it there and bring out the Sparrows for their 1st attempt in this 2nd half. But Atlanta, some questionable decision-making at the tail end of the drive.
Yeah, questionable decision-making on the tail end of the last 2 drives, to be honest with you. Poor time management of the previous drive that only earned them 3 points, and then a weird choice to throw it short there to end their previous drive. We'll see what Sioux Falls can do to punish them.
Yeah, this will be at least, at the very least, the Sioux Falls Sparrows start back a little bit further if you're Atlanta. That's a good swarm to the ball as Colin Hart gets the first touch for him for the second half. A 2-yard completion, not very far. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I hate to diss Aquana Shine because he's a legend, but be careful, reminding people what the scoreboard is. There was a certain playoff game in San Francisco for a different league in 2002 where one lineman decided to let somebody know what the score was, and that came back to haunt them in the end.
Yeah. This will be a throw to the right. This will be a chance for Hart again. Not much to that one. It'll be 3rd and 9, as that one doesn't go very far. A loss of 1.
And great job by Dylan Rowland to stop Colin Hart from getting any more yards. It's now 3rd and long. See if Julian Tyree can catch on fire here, convert this long 3rd down here.
Now this is the big thing. This is what he was able to do a season ago. He was able to convert these 3rd downs. He was able to get them into spots where they could make things happen. This is a big play, first test for him in the first game, and he put the ball where it needed to be, but it's a dropped pass for A.J. Warren, as that one, he took a massive hit, but no excuse. If you touch the ball, you got to bring it in.
Yeah, he touched the ball, should have brought it in, but Blake Chance took a chance on himself and made sure that Warren was going to complete that catch. Good job by them, and no harm, no foul. Atlanta should get the ball with great field position here after this punt.
Absolutely. I'm looking at probably midfield is where it ends up after this kick. Snap to the right on the punt. Left-footed punter gets it back to a little bit past midfield. And that is going to be down at the midfield line exactly. We've got another game break. Send it over to Cam in the SFL studios.
Las Vegas is waking up. Thank you, Curtis. Robert Redford, a 74-yard touchdown run on the first play of the 4th quarter. And Chicago's lead is down to 7, 20-13. Back to Sioux Falls. T-Roy and Chris.
Thank you very much, Cam. Vegas waking up. Robert Redford, that man can run. There's no doubt about that one, and he proves it again here. Shotgun formation for Marcus Dunhill on first down as we're back in Sioux Falls. This will be left side caught towards the sideline, and a first down as Siege Falco trucks the defender on the team past the team line. That's incredible by Falco, and a nice hit to boot.
And Briggs Barkowski was the unfortunate soul on the sideline that got trucked. Oh my gosh, Siege Falco is destroying folks.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. Falco seek, Falco destroy. He does it again here. That is going to be a run or a pass to the right, a catch as well. Is that Wooding again?
It's the running back.
No, that's Hollywood. What was I thinking? That's fine. Good work by Hollywood to get out to the outside, and Atlanta is moving the ball again.
I want to see who was the first person in Hollywood truck, because if it is 30, yep, it was 34 on 34 crime there, and the 34 in white was the winner on that one.
You hate number crime, man. You just don't like to see that. You don't like to see that. It's like a bad car accident. You can't watch, but you have to.
I learned that the hard way in week 2, Curtis. A certain 35 that now plays in Houston took me to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, that's very accurate. Shotgun formation for Marcus Dunhill, the 29-yard line. Quick step back, looking to throw that short, caught by Hollywood. Not much to that one. He ends up going the wrong direction, but it works out. Maybe actually that's not Hollywood. That is Boo Chisholm out there grabbing that. But either way, going the wrong direction to start with is not the way you want to go.
Yeah, but he still got 3 yards, so that's something out of nothing. Got to make sure that his footing doesn't fail him there. Maybe the turf monster got him on there.
Cheeseburger River 74 in reaction to that truck on the sidelines. He sent his soul to the Shadow Realm. Easy. No problem. That's going to be through the middle, and that is a 6-yard gain and a 3rd and 4 on the way.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the Shadow Realm. It's a very cold and lonely place. I should know.
It'll be a chance on 3rd and 4. Atlanta trying to extend this drive. Shotgun formation for Dunhill. 7 in the box defensively. Things getting tighter in Sioux Falls. Atlanta trying to extend this lead. That's a throw to the right.
Oh, they gave it to him.
And they gave them the spot. First down. that is fortunate for Wooding, but everything he's throwing is coming up aces at this point. 1st and 10 for Atlanta.
Great job by Dunhill making sure Wooding make that catch. I'm surprised Sioux Falls ain't challenging it. I think the rest was too kind to Atlanta there. Hey, see Atlanta can get 7 on the board right now.
Again, they're in the gun. 2 at the top of your screen. Plenty in the box defensively. They send 4. Time for Dunhill. Throws. End zone. Got it. And there's a flag on the field, but it's a touchdown as it stands at the moment. Wooding again, as long as the laundry doesn't contradict.
Late hit, number 24.
It's a late hit. Does not matter. It'll be declined, and Atlanta has themselves a touchdown. Wait, did they? Okay, it is a touchdown. It's got to be, because they said it. They accept it, which is interesting. Unless they're going to give him.
So I think it's a touchdown, and then the penalty will be forced on the kickoff.
Yeah, that is likely what's going to happen here. That's fine. It's going to be 25-14, 26 after the extra point, as long as it goes through, obviously.
I think Ref 62 was very kind to Atlanta. That was not a late hit, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, and then the Swarm feeling fortunate after that kick is up and on the way, and it is through. It's a 12-point lead for Atlanta over Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls feeling a little bit jilted on their home opener. We'll see if they can come back, but this is a not the way they wanted to start things, obviously, in front of their home faithful. They still have plenty of time to get back into it. We'll see what Tyree and company can do.
Yeah, Sioux Falls got to minimize those mistakes the best they can, even though the last one I don't think was on them. That was on Ref 62.
And the kickoff, there was nothing really enforced on the late hit. So
no, it wasn't.
Fine, but the text went wrong from the truck, and that's fine. Either way, not a problem. 1st and 10 for Julian Tyree and company. As AJ Levy will get it back out to the 29. Sparrows down but not out. They don't want to trade scores with Atlanta at this point. They need a score and then a stop to get themselves back into it. But take a look there. Colin Hart, 4.5 per carry, 65 yards on the ground. He's been one of the main cogs in this offensive machine for Sioux Falls. Expect him to get more action in the second half.
Woo!
The middle caught. Really good play over the middle. That's just past the first down marker. And is that Warren again? Could be. First down either way. Sparrows move the ball.
Yeah, but nice dot. It looked like it had a chance to be deflected by a Swarm defender there, Shine, but Porter was able to make that catch for a first down.
And Lynn has been really good for them as well, the non-contract receiver, making a play for it. And take a look there at Riley Porter. He had 4 catches in the first half. He'd be looking to add some more if Tyree can find him here. In the gun they are at the moment. Looks to throw. Throws short again. That's a first down again. And is that Lynn again? It is. In Fuego is the non-contract receiver as he gets him another first down.
Yeah, that's his new nickname. But what sleeves is he wearing? Looks like he's always wearing a different, skin tone type sleeve there. That's kind of weird. But hey,
I mean, I'm not going to question it. The man has 5 catches.
Yeah, he's been very reliable.
That's going to be a run for Hart. Spin move doesn't go very far. It'll be a 2-yard gain.
Is he's wearing different color sleeves, or he just had a nasty suntan on his arm? Something's going on there. Again, I won't say it to his face. He is kind of tall.
Right. Yeah, he might beat us up. That's entirely your fault. I'll pin him on you. Don't come up here, big man. Don't come up here. You can catch all these T-Roy hands.
There you go.
Single back formation for Julian Tyree. Looks to throw outside, caught. He's gonna try to get to the outside and burn the edge. Not gonna be able to. That'll be a Riley Porter catch. Make it 3rd and 4.
And speaking about catching in hands, there's some hands there by Riley Porter making a nice catch, making this a 3rd and manageable. But see if Tyree can extend this drive on this play, but it may be a Colin Hart run. We'll see.
2 in the backfield. It could be a run. I could definitely see that. They've given it to him in odd situations before. Nope, it'll be a throw. Tyree over the middle. Caught on a crossing pattern. And I believe forward progress does dictate a first down. And it does as A.J. Warren moves the sticks.
Yeah, great job by Warren making sure he makes the catch on this 3rd and long. He didn't do it the last drive. That actually hurt Sioux Falls in the long run. This time it helps him out. but they need to make sure they score quick because time's almost running out with 13 minutes left in the game.
3 in the backfield for Sioux Falls, plenty in the box defensively. They send some extra help on the run blitz. Doesn't matter. Hart's got some room in front of him. Broken tackle to the 15, 10, 5, to the house. That is a Sioux Falls touchdown, and they're right back in it.
And look at him doing the dirty bird against Atlanta of all cities. What a run by Colin Hart. Now I thought sending people to the shadow was only reserved for the defensive players. Colin Hart just said, hold my beer. There goes one unfortunate soul, and then he carries one other person, couldn't stop him. That's Colin Hart for you. That's why he's going to basically get over 1,700 yards again this season, because he can make plays like that.
Lots of heart from Colin Hart, no doubt. He's got another touchdown added to his total. First of the season for, actually third of the season for him. He's got 2 today. Before that, as this extra point is going to be on the way here in very short order. It's going to be 25-21 as this extra point is up and through. 4-point deficit all of a sudden, but this becomes a massive drive for Atlanta. You have to, I'd say, to quell the momentum, you got to get points here.
Yeah, they need to keep doing what they have been doing, scoring touchdowns, not field goals. If they score a field goal, that'll leave Sioux Falls in the game.
Kick up and on the way here in very short order. Atlanta going to get the ball back, and this journey starts from the 10-yard line down to the 20, 25, right side to the 30. Got some room to run again. A little bit further to the 35, to the 37-yard line. And the Swarm with really good field position to start this drive out. It's 1st and 10 as Hunt finds his way down the right sideline.
Yeah, and Hunt is taking over the return duties from Javon Walker, their other non-contract receiver. And Hunt's doing a good job in today's game, giving Atlanta a good start to their drive here on their own 37.
Sioux Falls' last drive, 6 plays, 70 yards. It was a 32-yard rushing touchdown for Colin Hart. See what the Swarm can do with BDG Hollywood going to spin his way into a tackle. And that is a 6-yard gain, not much further to the 42.
Yeah, sometimes those spin moves work, sometimes they don't. It was a good run, but I don't think he needed to do a spin move on that play. May need to give the forearm shiver or truck somebody like he did in the previous drive.
Talk to Siege Falco about how to truck people.
Right.
Pretty sure he knows. Although BDG has trucked many a soul in his lifetime. This will be a chance for Dunhill. Deep over the middle. That's a grab in triple coverage, mind you. Siege Falco making things happen for the Swarm.
You see why this has been a great connection, Siege and Destroy, as Marcus Dunhill once again connects to Siege Falco. Back-to-back seasons, Falco went over 1,300 yards receiving. You see why. He's a very reliable receiver for Atlanta.
37-yard completion on that for Marcus Dunhill. What a throw. And that puts Atlanta in business. Throw to the outside is Hollywood, and the backwards one-handed catch again. This time he has coverage waiting on the other side in the form of Jay Ringgold, who brings him down.
Like I said, when we make these catches as running backs, we say, oh, cool, and then say, oh, beep.
Yeah, exactly.
Shortly after, and that
exactly.
happened.
To the 30-yard line. They're well within field goal range. In the gun is Dunhill. 7 in the box defensively. They'll send 4. Dunhill pump fake. Now throws over the middle. It should have been brought in. That would have been an interception. Falco, the intended receiver, ended up having to play defense on it, and the Sioux Falls defense can't bring it down.
Thank you, Truck, for showing this replay of the offensive guy becoming a defender, because he just speared A.J. Levy's ribs to the shadow realm.
Oh, man, A.J. Levy wants that one back badly. Probably should have brought that one down 9 times out of 10. And that is a real good piece of work on defensive coverage from Siege Falco, of all people. As the Sioux Falls defense, they're getting willed to a stop by this crowd who's getting loud for the first time today. Dunhill's in a 5-wide set. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Right side.
Oh!
That's a touchdown! As that is Jamal Chisholm, this time brings that one in, and it's another long one for the Atlanta Swarm.
And I know the Sparrows fans weren't intending this, but they're cheering Boo Chisholm right now. They said, boo! because he made a nice catch. Of course, they ain't cheering for him, but hey, I found it kind of ironic that they're booing Boo Chisholm for making that great play.
What a grab from Boo Chisholm in the back corner of that end zone, able to bring that one in, burned his last defender, and the veteran does it again, gets them another 12-point lead as long as this extra point has no issues. See how that goes. Snap is good, kick is up and on the way, and it is through. 33-21, Atlanta up on Sioux Falls, and we're going to take another game break, send it back to SFL HQ and Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Chris. Chicago's lead has evaporated in Vegas. They were up 20-3, and Robert Redford's taken over in the second half. They are tied at 20 late in the fourth. Two great games going on to start the Sunday slate. Back to you, Chris.
Love it, love it. Thank you very much, Cam. Good game going on in Vegas. Good game going on here in South Dakota. As these two teams looking to fight it out, the Sioux Falls Sparrows need another good attempt on offense. And keep in mind, we're 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls. We're still in the third quarter. We still have a whole nother frame. Lots and lots of time to go for Sioux Falls to get back into it, Troy.
Yeah, but the problem for Sioux Falls is their defense hasn't found a legit answer for Atlanta's offense. Sioux Falls going to have to play catch up. We'll see if Julian Tyree and the Sparrows can get 6 on the board here.
3 in the backfield. One of them is Colin Hart. He had the last touchdown. He's going to try the left side here. He'll get through 1 tackle, but not 6, and he'll get taken down after a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, you see his average 5.9, 100 yards rushing, 3 TDs. Not a bad opening day. The problem is that scoreboard's not too kind to Sioux Falls right now.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We still have 1 second left. Now they'll call it. The end of the third quarter is upon us. 33-21 Swarm over the Sparrows. This is the SFL on YouTube presented by 8am Music. Tonight's Simulation Football League broadcast on YouTube is going to be presented by Nation's Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help secure the bag by ScoreStream, official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel, and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by Spygo, dedicated to the craft of audio. Aerial footage again brought to you by AirViews. You look over Sioux Falls. First play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter, I should say, is a play to the right. And that is it's a 6-yard gain. It looks like 3rd and 4 is on the horizon.
Yeah, but Colin Hart may not want to talk trash to a team that's leading by 2 scores. Let's see if they can convert this 3rd and long here and extend this drive.
That's a play over the middle. It's intercepted. That's not what you want to see. Tyree throws his 3rd interception of the game right in the middle. He never saw him. And what a play by the Atlanta defense will give Blake Chance his 2nd interception of the day.
Yeah, don't take a chance against Blake Chance. He'll make you pay for it. Good job by him. Reading the quarterback's eyes from start to end, able to pick it off and give Atlanta a chance to put this game away here on this possession.
Wow, nasty bit of offense from the Sparrows there. 1st and 10 for Atlanta. See if they can get themselves some points and possibly put this game slightly out of reach. And that is going to be a big hit on the back end, as that is Sanders on the tackle. He's got 3 of those today, 2 of them for loss.
Yep, and the O-line couldn't contain Sanders there, and then Dunhill made it a little bit easier for Sanders because he ran right into him, making this a 2nd and long.
Mistake on the previous play. That was Tyree's 4th pick of the day as well. Thank you, chat. Offset I formation. To the left side, that is Hollywood. Hollywood has some room to run, and that play tried to truck a defender, didn't work. Get it back to 3rd and 13.
Yep, but 3rd and 13 is better than 3rd and 17. We'll see if Atlanta can convert this. And right now, if they try to kick the field goal, it'll be over 50 yards. So definitely want to get a little bit closer to give Alex Kidd a chance to go 5 for 5.
5 for 5 on a football game. That's pretty good. That's pretty good from a field goal perspective. Empty backfield for Marcus Dunhill. Going to try to make something happen here. Sioux Falls trying to do the bend but don't break. Throwing over the middle. That is going to be a spin move, but he spins into 3 different Sparrows. That's going to be a stop. 4th and 5. They are at the tail end of field goal range. They could try to attempt one. If they decide to, it will be a 46-yarder.
And they will.
Give them a chance.
Can he remain perfect?
From the left hash. It's a good kick. Is it through?
Woo!
It is. It's all the way through. Alex Kidd knocks through another from 46, and it's a 15-point game. Make it a 2-possession. Well, still 2-possession regardless.
It's not only all the way through, Curse, it's all the way live for Mr. Alex Kidd. Great job going 5 for 5, helping Atlanta remain in the lead here, extend their lead. Sioux Falls really has to play catch up now with only 9 minutes left.
That's good work from him, no doubt. This will be a kick to A.J. Levy. He'll get the ball back for Sioux Falls at the 10-yard line. Going to work to the 20. Moving left. Now he'll slide to the right. He's going to get hit at the 31-yard line. Get taken down at the 33. Julian Tyree, 4 picks in this game. If they can come back and win this, it won't matter how many picks he threw. So he really needs to find his rhythm and get going. And also avoid Blake Chance if at all possible, because he has torn apart the Sioux Falls offense to this point.
Yeah, he put a halt in 2 drives, and both times Blake Chance picked it off. It resulted in points. We'll see Sioux Falls here on this possession.
It'll be a throw in the middle. That's caught, and that is going to be 2nd and 1. Dylan Rowland, the former Chicago Wildcat, 5 tackles, 1 for a loss today, and he's got another one here.
Yeah, and I bet Mr. Shan Varner is looking very disappointed that Rowland didn't stay with him in Chicago. He's making a big impact here in Atlanta on his regular season debut for the Swarm.
3 in the backfield for Sioux Falls. Handoff. Colin Hart moving to the right. One tackle. He got some room to run, but he can't get past 4 different members of the Swarm. And it will be a first down at the very least as they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, definitely got a first down, but the problem is once the clock comes back on the bottom left side of the screen there, they only got 8 minutes and counting. They need to hurry it up, get 6 on the board right away, and potentially thinking about maybe going for an onside kick because Atlanta's offense has been on fire. You don't want them to get back on the field, so they got to find a way to get reduce this deficit here. Maybe have to go for 2 at one point.
Single back formation, handoff. Colin Hart gonna try another one, and he will go nowhere. Good stop there. He got a 1-yard gain, and that was generous. As that is 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yep, but still, Dylan Rowland with the tackle once again. But tick, tick, tick. 7:45 and counting. They have to move quick. They cannot be lackadaisical here.
Single back. Colin Hart is back there. You got 8 in the box defensively right now. See how many they send. They will send 6. Looks to throw. Outside is Hart,
no!
And he drops the ball. You can't bring it in, and that is a mistake. However, I would say it would only have been for a couple of yard gain. 3rd and 9 on the horizon.
Yeah, they're pretty lucky that he was up the field enough so that wasn't be called a fumble because it looked kind of close to being a fumble there, but the usually reliable Colin Hart didn't make the catch. And maybe that helped him out in the long run because the clock stopped.
That's fair. That's fair. And actually, come second thought of it, he probably should have been able to bring that one in and probably would have gotten a first down out of it. Thought I saw more swarm upfield than there actually were. Either way, 3rd and 9, sorry, as we were just past midfield. Looks to throw. Tyree, left side, caught, first down. And they're going to say 4th and inches. And I'm not sure. Riley Porter begs to differ as well. But that is not going to work. Blake Hamrack with a timely tackle brings him down just in the nick of time.
Yeah, another former Wildcat making the group play here. By Sioux Falls, this would be the time to challenge. We'll see if they do that or then it looks like they're not, but they need to go for it, get this first up.
There we go.
It back.
So spot of ball is indeed being challenged. We'll see what Stripes has to say about it. But it looked like it was a first down to me based on forward progress. I'd like to see what the camera has for us here.
Here we go. Here's the replay. He looks like he was beyond the first down. That should be a first down.
Yeah, I mean, contact was made past the first down marker. His foot was over the line. I'd say that's a catch and a first down. We'll see what Stripe says.
After review, the play stands.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay. So no go there. We are back to a 4th down scenario, 4th and inches in decision time now for the Sparrows as they lose a timeout, an all-important timeout for that particular contest. And it looks like they have the offense on the field.
Yeah, Ref 62 was super unkind to Sioux Falls.
And that's going to be a run right side. To get there, he can. Colin Hart gets them a first down, and their decision bears fruit as they move the chains.
Yeah, now we got to play armchair quarterback. They probably was better off not challenging, knowing the end result, even though, again, Ref 62 has been hating on Sioux Falls right now.
1st and 10. From the 38-yard line, Hart with the run, spin move past one carcass on the field, and he's going to get all the way down 2nd and inches to the 29. And don't look now, but the Sparrows are moving the ball, but they're taking a lot of time with them.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time. They got fewer timeouts to respond to. Good block there by looks like number 88. Is that Calderon, the tight end? Yes, it was. Good block by him, helping Colin Hart get a little bit further down the field, making this a 2nd and short. But as you said, clock's melting away.
It is indeed 6 and change left. 3 in the backfield for Tyree. Probably need to start taking shots at the end zone if you want a chance to come back in this. This is going to be a run for Hart. Left side gets room to run, and he's going to get all the way to the house. Colin Hart's 4th scamper of the day gets the Sparrows back in it, and decision time for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, they do have to go for 2 at one point, so I say go for the extra point now. Go for 2 on their next touchdown opportunity. But great job by Colin Hart. I guess, Curtis, they said, why throw the ball when we got Mr. Hart there, who scored basically all of Sioux Falls' 28 points.
Yeah, he has been massive for the Sioux Falls team, no doubt about that one. Still time left in this game, so they'll opt for the extra point here. Left-footed kicker trying to put the extra point through, make it a 1-possession game again. Kick is up and on the way. It is through, no problem. 36-28, it's an 8-point contest later in the 4th quarter, about halfway through. And needless to say, Sioux Falls needs to stop on this drive.
All right, but they have a chance to stop them. I will personally go for onside kick, but there's still plenty of time here. Just need to make sure they get Atlanta off the field, which has been very difficult for Sioux Falls to do today.
And I hate to bring it up because you knew it was coming, but we have to bring up that 1st quarter. The missed field goal by Sioux Falls. This would be a 5-point game right now. They wouldn't even have to discuss the possibility of a 2-point conversion. This that could still bear fruit for Atlanta getting into the later part of this 4th quarter.
Yeah, Prefontaine might not be getting any free meals here in Sioux Falls. If Sioux Falls ended up losing by less than 3 points here, we'll see what happens.
And a final out of Chicago, or out of I believe that's Vegas as well, 30-23. Chicago takes that game. Interesting result there. That's a ball over the middle. Is that Woody again?
No,
it was in his wheelhouse. Nope, Siege Falco again. His 7th catch out of 10 targets. What a grab from him over the middle on the post route.
Deadliest combination in the SFL right here. Dunhill, the Falco. Siege and destroy, and they are destroying the secondary of Sioux Falls. Falco was wide open. Well, wide open as you can be with a person trailing him. Good job by him. And they are back in Sioux Falls side of the field. Sioux Falls defense got to step it up right now.
This is where they can't break. They can't afford to. This is big. I formation. Looking to throw over the middle. That's a dime, and that's a catch. Over the middle again for Siege Falco, and I think he's going to be starting to take over here in the latter part of this game.
And deja vu has struck us here in this drive, because that's the same drive, same play. Number 26, unfortunately, let Siege Falco pass him, and Falco was wide open to make that catch. Barnhart has to do a better job against number 17 because he had no help.
or at least get some help, get some double coverage on that man, because they need to force somebody else to beat them at this point. Between Falco and Wooding, that's been the Swarm's offense. Dunhill is in the gun. Has Hollywood to his right, looks to throw right side. That is a catch.
Oh!
And it is Chisholm who gets laid wood to. What a hit by the linebacker, and that is going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they didn't give him 4 minutes on that one. He made the catch and went backwards and got paid for. He paid for it. I couldn't think of a polite thing to say that won't give Commissioner gray hair.
More
he
gray.
got
Let's be honest.
Yeah, Chisholm got destroyed there.
Yeah, it was Jose Fuentes on the hit, by the way, number 52 in black and gold. This will be a run left side for Hollywood, and he's not able to get past the offense or the defensive line. Good tackle, and another one brought down. 3rd and 9 after the 1-yard loss.
But here's the problem: the damage basically has been done. They're in field goal range. Sioux Falls need to desperately cause a turnover on this play right here. They don't want Atlanta to even get a field goal opportunity.
In the gun. Dunhill 5 wide. Big play defensively for Sioux Falls. Got to get a stop. Dunhill steps up, looks, throws right side. That is caught. Oh, what a grab. And that is Boo Chisholm, the veteran, able to get through the coverage, make the play, and then step out of bounds.
You know, unless a miracle happened, I believe that just helped seal the game because Atlanta would be in scoring range. They'll be able to at least burn some clock a little bit, but they should at least get 6 points here and basically make it a foregone conclusion. We'll see if they can.
Dunhill is in the I formation, 1 offset in the backfield as well. That's count him 8 in the box defensively. Handoff, Hollywood, right
there
side,
you go.
on the run, and he is in the house. Touchdown for BDG Hollywood, and that may wrap things up here in Sioux Falls.
Yep, great blocking by the O-line and the receivers, and then BDG Hollywood didn't have to spin, and it worked out for them. Easy, untouched, uncontested, and unfortunately with about 3 minutes left, ball game.
Yep, that was pretty nice from BDG to have some open field to run there. That will work. Not a great yardage day for that man, but does not matter. He got the yardage when it counted, and that was when he had end zone in front of him. Extra point going to be on your screen here shortly. Kick is up and on the way. It is through. So 43-28, Atlanta over Sioux Falls at the moment. It's a 15-point deficit. That is going to probably get this game done and over with. As the Sioux Falls Sparrows are going to have a large mountain to climb.
Yeah, unless A.J. Levy has a kick return for a TD in them right now, they need something big to happen to get themselves back in this game.
Kick is up and on the way. It's going to get to A.J. Levy at about the 10-yard line again. Fielded kicks there all night. Right side, try to break through a tackle. He can't do it. Down to the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 36. Good work on the return, but not good enough. They do at least start with good field position. Now they need a quick strike.
Yeah, Mr. Tyree's going to get the Sparrows to fly to the end zone. Quick pass in a hurry with 3:24 left, and then onside kick after that, if they get a score here on this drive, a touchdown.
Looks to throw. Left side, chance for Hart. Hart spin move, nothing doing. Gonna run the hurry up. 2 timeouts right now for Sioux Falls. One was lost on thanks to that challenge from earlier.
Receivers need to go out of bounds.
And to kill the clock, that's over the middle, tipped in. Tyree in danger of throwing his 5th interception today. That was dangerous.
Aaron Lee just served up some ribs to the Atlanta Swarms defense, man. He's got barbecue. He's cooking barbecue, and he did not invite us.
Aaron Lee,
Hurt our feelings.
A second season with Atlanta. He came from the Baltimore franchise before that. So a team that you're pretty familiar with, I'd say.
Very familiar.
Looks to throw. Over the tipped and incomplete. 4th and 7. And do or die here for Sioux Falls, debating on whether they're a punt. I would see them probably going for the 4th down here.
Yeah, they in a rock and a hard place. They have no choice but to punt, but then they also got to worry about Atlanta either running up the score or basically running out the clock. We'll see how Sioux Falls what Sioux Falls does here on their 4th and 7 attempt.
Yeah, they'll try it. Looks like anyway. Single back is Colin Hart. 4 on the defensive line for Atlanta. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Looks to throw, plenty of drop back, right side, towards the sideline. That is incomplete. Change in possession, not gonna happen. Lynn can't be the hero this time, although he's got plenty of catches today. And that is gonna bring Atlanta back out on the field for likely what will be the last drive of this game.
Yeah, here's the replay there. Lynn heard footsteps. Mr. Lee was on his way to make another Souls taking hit. And that put the end of this drive. We'll see if Atlanta can run out the clock and get their first win of the season.
BDG Hollywood, you look at the man, he's got a touchdown in this game. Not a ton of yardage for him, only 47 yards on the ground, but not also a lot of carries either. His workload's been rather diminished today. He'll get taken down here on his 13th carry, 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard run.
I guess Sioux Falls side, we're going to save our timeouts. They're going to get at least 1 with the 2-minute warning, and they'll have to worry about using those last 2 afterwards. But can they stop them here? But even if they do stop them, the field goal attempt will even make it even worse, unfortunately, for Sioux Falls.
Nick Fargo on the stop for that BDG run earlier on 1st down. We'll see what they can do on 2nd down. Probably a steady diet of BDG Hollywood at this point. If I am Atlanta, that's where I'm going. And off right side, chance. There's a spin, there's a juke move for BDG, but he doesn't go very far. Another 2-yard gain for him.
And right now, this could potentially be a 52-yard field goal attempt, which we know they won't try. Atlanta decided to punt the last time. It was a potential 50-yard field goal attempt. See if Sioux Falls can stop them here, get the free timeout from the 2-minute warning, and get back on offense.
Take a look there at Siege Falco. He's been one of the main cogs in this Atlanta machine today. One of the reasons they're up 15 points with just a couple minutes left, and we do hit the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in the 4th quarter as Atlanta up 43-28 on Sioux Falls. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Been a pretty good game to this point. A lot of athletic plays, a lot of really good blocking, a lot of really good throws. Colin Hart's had an amazing day. This will be through the middle, 4th and 2, although I can guarantee you he'd trade all 4 of those touchdowns for a chance at a Sparrow win. But unfortunately, all for naught at this point, because his team's down 15, and the only offense they've been able to muster at this point has been on Colin Hart's shoulders with the 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and with this field goal attempt, it's going to be almost impossible for Sioux Falls to come back. It'll make it a 3-score deficit, at least 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal. And that field goal missed attempt by Prefontaine will come back to haunt Sioux Falls if they even get close.
And from the right hash, this kick is up and on the way. The 48-yarder is no good, wide right. So interesting. Alex Kidd not able to make it 5 for 5. I think is that 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 he was going for there?
Yeah, he was now 5 for 6 after missing that one.
5 for 6, okay, yep.
Well, the one thing that does is he don't have to worry about being perfect now. He can just relax and just kick field goals and help Atlanta, win games this season. We'll see what Sioux Falls does. They only down by 15. They need quick scores, quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yes, they do. No doubt about that one. This becomes a bit of a shell shock for the Sparrows.
Oh,
that's going to be a throw that's not going to get well, not just about got intercepted. Dylan Rowland had a chance that it could not quite bring it in, and that is going to make for a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, maybe Dylan Rowland was surprised that the ball came his way. He only able to get 1 paw on it, but if he was able to pick that off, that would have been impressive. Tyree has to minimize these mistakes if Sioux Falls is going to, make some noise this season in the SFL. Too many turnovers today. That's what's been haunting them for the past 2 seasons.
Split backs coming for Sioux Falls as they try to bring down the time.
Here we go.
Over the middle, diving grab again, and that is the 2nd one we've seen on the Sioux Falls side. Timeout is done. Timeouts are done as AJ Warren brings down another long one.
Now, that was impressive. The problem was it was too far for A.J. Warren to catch it in stride. If it was a little bit more accurate, that would have been a house call for 6 for A.J. Warren. But still, they have a chance to no chance here as they're now on Atlanta's side of the field.
Yeah, interesting to say the least. Good work from AJ Warren, who's had a pretty good day himself, which is not good enough at this point. Tyree to throw right side. That is incomplete. Dropped pass there from Lynn. Seems to have gotten the drop bug as he's dropped 2 in a row.
Yeah, he was very reliable for the first 3 quarters of this game, but dropped 2 in a row in this quarter. But it does help him out because there's only 1 minute 42 seconds left. You don't want him to catch it and let that clock melt away.
Yeah, and I gotta check with Commission on this as well. But according to the schedule, Sioux Falls has to sit on this for another week as well. They have a bye week, week 2.
Oof.
According to this, that's gonna be over the middle. That is caught, a first down. Yep. So that is gonna be a shotgun play for Tyree. That's over the middle, and that is caught again. They're moving the ball too little too late. They may get a touchdown in garbage time here. They're going to try anyway. Thrown over the middle. That is tipped and intercepted. Back the other way it goes. And that is Tyree's 5th pick of this game. And he is not going to be buying any lottery tickets tonight, as that one a deflection.
Yeah, Aaron Lee was able to put the end of this game, seal the win for Atlanta. A great overall team effort from the Atlanta Swarm, and they get to fly home back to hot Atlanta with a W.
They do indeed, and that is before they head back out to Oklahoma. They've got the Desperados in their sights in Tulsa next week, so that's going to be a good game, no doubt. But again, Sioux Falls sitting on this. They are going to have to eat this for 2 weeks. They are going to come out week 3, I think, a hungrier team. They have a bye week next week that they are going to have to kind of soak this all in and try to correct some mistakes.
Yes, they do. And we found out what was the better species in today's game, the insects. The wasp was able to overpower the Sioux Falls sparrows. You definitely don't want to get stung by the wasp too many times. That's not good for your health.
No, that is very true. And the wasp will just sting you for no reason, too.
Yeah, it's like they look at you funny. It's over.
It's over. It's done.
We'll be saying out for a while.
And that is going to be a kneel down. So 30 seconds left in this game, and Sioux Falls is going to fall to 0-1. Atlanta to 1-0. T-Roy, before we get there, give me who you think the player of the game is for Atlanta.
I'm going to say it's either a tie between Dunhill or Siege Falco, with honorable mentions to Blake Chance with 2 INTs. But I think it's going to be Dunhill if I had to make an educated guess.
I'm actually going to go Blake Chance. 2 picks. He also had I believe he also had a sack today as well. And he knocked the ball out of BDG Hollywood's hands in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. That was him as well. Jamal Wooding could be another opportunity for him as he got a couple of touchdowns. But that is the end of the game here in Sioux Falls. Atlanta comes out with a big win, 15 points on the deficit. T-Roy, your final thoughts?
Yep, well, I mentioned earlier, did come through. Unfortunately for Sioux Falls, the O-line didn't do a good job blocking for Sioux Falls, Colin Hart and Julian Tyree, and Tyree did not minimize mistakes. 4 interceptions cost them. While Atlanta's offensive line did a great job getting Dunhill time to throw the ball, and Dunhill, I believe, only had 1 INT, and that's because he was targeting the ref's head in the third quarter or the second quarter, but it didn't hurt him there. Great job by Atlanta with a nice, impressive 43-28 win.
Absolutely awesome debut in season 13 for the Atlanta Swarm. If they go to 1-0, they have Tulsa in 1 week's time. Sioux Falls on a bye week. They'll come back week 3. With that said, that is going to do it here from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. For T-Roy Gaines and Commissioner Cameron Irvine, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night. We'll see you in just a few minutes, see you tomorrow and Tuesday for more of SFL Week 1.
Have a good week, SFL Nation.